So, as you know, the Splatoon North America account has been dropping some tweets. I finally decided I'm gonna take a look at these tweets, so let's get into it. A quick note is that these are the ones that I feel are important. I'm not going to be covering everything. With that out of the way, let's begin. Here we see the 𝗥𝗘𝗏𝗏 in action. According to the tweet, this special device is equipped with a massive nozzle capable of inhaling the ink from an enemy's attack and sending it back with a powerful counterattack. Watching this video shows us this in action. The 𝗥𝗏𝗏𝗏 sucks in enemy ink, and depending on how much it sucks in, the blast is bigger. Now, a lot of people, including myself, are saying that this is useless, as people could just stop shooting at the 𝗥𝗏𝗏𝗏 and run. However, I believe it could be argued that the person wielding the 𝗥𝗏𝗏𝗏 may be splatterful, therefore making it worthwhile to at least try to shoot at the person wielding it. The ink strike is back. Nice. This time, it has 3 weaker ink strikes that spawn when you throw the ball thingies. Something to note is that you can delay the ink strikes. I, and so do other people, think that this can allow you to cause havoc in one place of the map at one time, and then havoc in another place at the other time. This could lead to some really cool competitive strategies, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Ah yes, the most basic weapon class, the shooters. Starting with the regular splatter shot, the new design is decent. The lore reason is for added resilience and ease of maintenance, which I guess I can see. It also says how it's entry level, but at the same time, advanced players use it, which is true. I like how they put little details like that. Next, we have the Splatter Shot Junior. Honestly, I kinda vibe with this design. I like how it looks like a child toy gun, which is probably in reference to how it's the first weapon a new player ever uses. Also, geez, we get it, you're hungry. Stop talking about food so much. The .96 gal. Now this is probably my favorite weapon in the tweet, lore-wise. They say the ink tank has been modified to the specifications of the Splatlands, which I feel further implies that the ink has more limited use in the Splatlands because it's so dry. This may explain the smaller ink tanks too. The nozzle/barrel is also made from a purification pipe now, which may contribute to the idea that inklings don't want to suffer our fate and are recycling things to use as weapons. We now have confirmation that every basic main shooter weapon from the previous games is returning. That's nice to hear. Let's move on from this thread now. So we can get banners now. How cool. The research lab says, it seems that inhabitants of the Splatlands utilize these colorful banners to show off their style. And not just in battles, they're visible in a variety of settings and fully customizable based on gameplay. They further go on to say that the title at the top left can be made by matching 2 words together. More words are unlocked by playing Turf War, and they estimate that there are a gazillion matchups. Interesting. I don't really understand visible in a variety of settings, but I assume that either means the background or where they show up. New brand alert. This new brand seems to be called 𝗥𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Lore-wise, their gear is high performance, whatever that means. I do like the style of their gear though. You may see me wearing some of this when the game comes out. No promises though. Next thread. Chargers. The weapons that I absolutely cannot use. Oh well, let's look at them anyway. The basic charger. This design is vastly different to the previous ones. It looks like it's modeled after those pull-up water guns. Compared to the original Splat charger, it is extremely different. Compared to the Splatoon 2 one, it's almost the same, but the nozzle fully covers the end of the tip instead of having a space between the beginning and end of the nozzle. The tank is also on top of the barrel, being replaced by that pull-up thing that I was talking about. And I think when the account says going all splat on the other team, it is referencing marketing was weird back then. It probably wasn't a reference to that, but I wanted an excuse to share that with you. Moving right on. Squiffer time, baby! I actually really like this design for some reason. I think it's that soap thing that really sells it for me. Anyway, judging from the tweet, it's still the same as the previous games. Either 4K? More like E-liter disappointment. I mean, they couldn't even be bothered to call it the 5K. Is it because it would have forced them to reduce the stats and they were scared? I don't know, but I do have to give props to the design. It uses a gas pump head thingy, while also seeming to use a truck tank as its ink tank. I'll give it props, it does look cool. Anyway, with charges done, it's time to move on to the next thread. A quick thing I'm going to touch on is that this is the tweet that gave me the idea that Inklings are trying not to make the mistakes that humans made 12,000 years ago. This seems to be reflecting in the weapons designs as well. I was scrolling through the Splatoon NA Twitter and found this. Video analyzing this soon, potentially? Highlighter! Oh wait, it's called the angle shooter. I think highlighter would have been a better name, especially considering it looks like a highlighter, but oh well. Anyway, this sub, when thrown, will bounce off of any surface it touches. If an enemy gets in contact with the sub, they take damage and are trapped. You can use this opportunity to splat your enemy. Also, there's an apparent Pokemon reference? Okay, I guess. Anyway, that's all for the angle shooter. Let's move on. Ah yes, rollers. And also the tweet that started the "We're getting apartments in Splatoon 3" hype. Like, I mean, I hope it happens, but it honestly may not. We'll see anyway. Ah yes, good old reliable splat roller. It's got the same reinforced ink tank that the splatter shot has. Also, this thing I zoomed in on exists. Can anyone tell me what this is in the comments? Dynamo, my child. Anyway, this Dynamo design is absolutely freaking lit! The thing that attaches the actual rolling part to the handle looks awesome, and I love how it gives off that steampunk vibe. I think that's what it's called anyway. The Twitter post says horizontal and vertical swings practically blanket the area with ink, making it a truly formidable flinger and roller. It's still a roller, implying that they know it's a roller, but it's hard/rarely uses one. That's all for rollers. Let's move on now. Splatoon now has a post-match recognition system with medals. Now, the official English tweet doesn't have much, but thanks to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, at 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on Twitter, we get more details. The translated tweet says, if you inked the most turf or made the most jumps among your team, you'll earn a medal at the end of the match. In Turf War, it seems there's also achievements for home and away inkage. The deets of your rewards are visible only to you, so be sure to take a look back on them. It's nice to see that you can get recognition, even if it's only for yourself, in matches. Thank you 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for the translation. A link to their channel and the translated tweet will be in the description. A new band has emerged. I say new in quotation marks, as they may now be called Front Row, but 3/4 of the band is composed of former 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏𝗏 members. In the sample song they posted, you can even hear the lead vocalist from 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏𝗏. Let's take a listen. Sounds good. It's not my exact cup of tea, but I do vibe with it. Last tweet in this video, at the time of writing, was 2 days ago. And luckily, it's a single player tweet. I've been looking forward to single player news, so I'm excited to see this. Let's see what they have for us. So it looks like, as the tweet said, this place is an incomplete mess. It looks like stuff is just floating around like an Octo expansion. There's literally no rhyme or reason here. However, it looks like the place we're going to is far in the distance. It looks like there's a gold thing too. Also, this confirms that we are getting 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏 in hero mode. Now, I saw in the replies that people think there's a different outfit for 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏s and 𝗥𝗘𝗏s, but it was already confirmed that it's just the difference between a Splatlands and an 𝗥𝗘𝗏 outfit. It's like some sort of arena, maybe? It looks quite small, and there's only one island, or platform. The Inkling here is using the 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏𝗏s, and they have a new design as well. In the last screenshot, this seems to be some technological dome. I can see a sort of container bottle thing. This could potentially imply that the limited ink stages from the Octo expansion exist in the basic single player now. This is only speculation, however. There's another gold thing in the distance, so I think that's how you finish stages. We don't know if Zapfish are coming back yet though. It seems as if the 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏𝗥𝗘𝗏, I honestly can't tell, is wearing the Splatlands outfit. They're also using a bottle, which I think further separates these two outfits. We're done covering everything. What's this? 25 pages? 1,924 words? Wow. Okay. Anyway, that was pretty fun to cover. I can't wait to see the news that's coming in the future, and some already has. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check the description, and make sure to check out 𝗥𝗘𝗤𝗏. And have a great day/night. Bye, my lovely Skydrops.